Hey, good afternoon, guys. Here's a little look at the exterior. I'm pointing at the unit that we're going to take a look at. It's just above the garage entrance there on the second floor. Again, this is Timberline Cove Condos. It is a three bed, three bath, 1,900 square feet, listed at 1.3 million. I'll take a bit of a spin around the exterior here for you so you can get an idea of what the guest parking is like. I will also show you a few of the amenities at the end of the video, as well as the garage. There is a deeded garage spot and some extra storage in there. This is looking more towards the front entrance of the building. That is the front entrance I just pointed out with the elevator, and this will be your entrance on the side. And I'm going to point to this here in a second. That is the entrance to the ski locker room. So there's one set of stairs going up to the unit. Unit 210. I will say that this unit was very well kept. A bit of an interesting layout when you walk in. Semi-mudroom area. Undedicated space, bonus space right there. Big enough, I think you could put foosball table or get creative with it. Not vaulted ceilings, but they were high ceilings. Did not feel cramped in there whatsoever. The carpet was in very good shape. Same with all the alder doors, trim. Tell this has not been rented. And I will say I do open a lot of the closets here, and they have tons of closet space and an owner's closet dedicated for the unit. So this will be your primary bedroom off the entrance. And I'm sorry, I'm already misspoken. This is actually the junior suite. The primary will be down the hallway next to the other guest bedroom. Very nice sized bedroom. Decent sized closet, and it's nice that it has the ensuite. So this unit was built in 2006. I think it's very well reflected in some of the finishes. Not that the counters were awful, they were just some of the old granite that you will see in a lot of stuff that was built in the early 2000s. Windows were in great shape. This is a very big bonus to this unit. A giant deck looking west. That's looking out towards Buffalo on the Gore Range, and this is looking back at the 10 Mile. You can see Mount Royal there in the background. And this is where I started the video, looking at the porch. I did not hear the garage door when I was in the unit, so I cannot speak to whether or not you'll hear that. I can't imagine you will. Typically, these buildings are solid concrete in between floors and units. Nonetheless, that is the driveway entering into the garage. Very nice living room setup. Gas fireplace. Again, I think you get creative with the space the way it's set right now. Cabinets were in great shape. All stainless steel appliances. Looking back out into the living room, I love that these are connected. I find some of these older units have a lot of separation, so it's nice to have this open floor plan. Okay, jumping back, we'll take a look at these first two closets. Nice to have in-unit washer and dryer, some extra storage space there. And then this next one is your dedicated owner's closet. That's you can lock off if you wanted to keep a bunch of extra gear here while you're renting it. That way no guests have access to your stuff. This will be your guest bathroom. Also the main bathroom when people are just using the living room area. Definitely a good sized bedroom. So set up with a double over double bunk bed and a queen size regular bed. Looking out to the southeast, see a bit of a lake and Keystone Mountain in the background. And so Frisco, just a central location. Normal size closet there. And then we'll go take a look at the primary bedroom back in the corner. This will be looking out to the west. Again, just slightly bigger than the junior suite that was in the front of the unit. A little bit of the same view looking back toward the boardwalk, the lake, and Keystone in that direction. This does sit right on the rec path, and you'll see that as we tour the backyard of the condo building. It is nice that you do get views of Buffalo Mountain as well from the primary. You should note that this unit does come fully furnished. Of course, everything's negotiable if you didn't want any pieces of furniture in there. Decent sized closet and a really nice size primary ensuite. The jetted tub and a separate shower is always nice. So again, 1,900 square feet. I thought it felt a little bit bigger than that. I think it was just a nice layout to the condo. Made it feel very spacious inside. I'm just going to walk back through the unit so you can take one last look. Then I will show you some of the extra amenities. Look at the ski locker room, as well as the back grilling area, hot tubs. You'll see the boardwalk. Yeah, overall, good unit, great shape. Listed at 1.3, and it just came down about $100,000 on that price. Let's go take a look at some of these amenities. So just down the same flight of stairs that we went up from the parking lot. Easy access to the locker room. All the units have their own. It's actually big enough you could fit a bike in there if you really wanted to. It had like an expensive mountain bike. Definitely enough room to fit 4 sets of skis and boots. This goes out to the main entrance where the elevator is. Garage access to your right. We'll look at that lastly just for a brief moment. Entrance to the exterior out back. Love this area for this condo. Great mountain views looking to the east. See the lake. Parts of Dillon, Keystone Mountain. Just a quick look at the exterior. And the rec path that travels to Dillon Dam Road, also to the town of Frisco, is right there. As you can see, those bikers cruise by. It is a nice little wooden boardwalk that leads out towards the lake and the rec path. All right, thank you guys so much for taking the tour. I'm just going to jump in the garage quick, and that'll be the rest of the video. This is your deeded spot right here. You can see people store plenty of boats and bikes along the walls, but it is nice you have a dedicated spot. All right, thanks again. You guys have a great day, and we'll talk soon.